This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so let's go all the way. So here you see the assumptions, okay? And we have 4 products. And the first thing that you all were to do was to, you just come down and order. You do your allocation, get in your activity rate and your POR. Then you compute the overhead cost on a unit basis for each item. And so I guess we start with principles 1. So Speed, Hines, and Harris go through, first of all, calculating the activity rate, and then calculate the unit cost for the principal's book. So that's team 1.
This is the same thing we did yesterday.
That's correct.
I mean Tuesday.
Correct.
Well, we did it in class, so I can read it off to you right now.
Tell me what you did.
So first, to calculate the labor hours, you have to use your manufactured overhead, which is given 200,000. Then you put in the labor hours for each book, so you can get the total. And then you divide the manual labor hours over the total hours. I mean, the manufactured overhead over the total hours for an activity rate of 8.
Again, you put that in, Kayla. Just copy the labor hours.
What were the labor hours again? Sorry.
Labor hours for principals is 2,000. Yeah.
Can you copy that row and put it in?
The
labor hours row in the assumptions.
It's on the assumptions.
Oh, this one. Okay. I got it. I'll just go ahead and type it in. It's not a big deal.
No. You got to go back up one.
Wait, what you? Oh, this one. Sorry.
Yeah, that's where.
It starts with manufactured overhead.
So the first thing we're doing in the problem, put it in the labor hours so that we can get an activity rate.
So it was this one. My fault. Okay.
And what was our total overhead?
Total overhead is 200,000. Total labor hours is 25,000.
So put your 200,000 in as a dollar amount.
Wait, where am I putting that at?
Right there where your cursor is.
Yeah. So help her get the activity rate, Hines.
Okay, so if you go to the activity rate box and you type equal, and then put 200,000 over 25,000. No, the activity rate at the end of the labor hours.
What am I putting?
Put equal 200,000 backslash 25,000.
Is that like an actual number for that, or is that like?
Those are actual numbers. Like you're using the manufactured overhead over the total number of labor hours.
Oh, I thought you was gonna give me like the end result. My fault.
Oh, it's 8. The end result is 8.
Okay, but Hines, if you were putting a formula in there, how would you write that formula so it would calculate it automatically?
Oh, that's what you want me to do.
If I was writing a formula, I'd put equal, and then I'd click cell C23, which is the manufactured overhead, and then I'd put backslash cell H23 so that it would automatically do it no matter what the numbers are. So if you change the numbers, the activity rate changes.
Does everyone see that? So it's
Good.
Yes.
you put your formulas in, and you're going to need to be doing that as we
Okay,
move
so
to the next part. Okay, so now we need to calculate the unit cost of the principal's book. So go through that, beginning with the overhead.
sorry, I'm sensitive. I'm following. It was just a little sensitive on me.
Go ahead, Hines.
Okay, so for the to get the unit overhead cost, you start with the labor hours, which are also given, which is 2,000, and then we just found the activity rate of 8. And to find the allocated overhead, you do 2,000 times 8, which is 1 times 2, line 1 times 2, which is 16,000. And then we have a quantity given, which is 20,000. And then you would divide 16,000 by 20,000 to get your unit overhead cost of 80 cents.
But of course, you could have just said what equal and clicked on that box for 2,000, correct?
Right.
Would have come down.
Wait, this is for principals, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm putting this in the wrong box. I'll
You
fix
can
it, but
just
that's
you
the,
can just copy and paste it.
yeah. All right.
And just take it out of
Press
those.
escape. Okay, and so for to get the selling price, you have the ink, which is $20. All this is in assumptions. Paper is 10. Then we have labor, which is 1 because it's 10 books per hour and $10 per hour. So you have 1-to-1 ratio.
So go down to the
Um,
next box, Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
He's in this box now calculating the unit cost.
Okay. So what's ink again?
Principal,
it's
get in your principal's box.
I am. Right here.
cheers. Ink is 1 at 20, so it's 20, and paper is 1 at 10, so it's 10. Labor is a 1-to-1 ratio at 10 books per hour at $10 per hour, so it's 1. Overhead is 0.8, which we just figured out. And then for the total unit cost, you would add all of that up, which is 3180. And then we have a selling price multiple of 2. So you would just multiply the 3180 by 2 and you get 6360. And we have the POR of 8, which is the same as the activity rate.
Is there any question by anybody on how to do what he just did? Can everybody do that?
I don't have a question about that. I just have a. Can you scroll back up for a second?
I'm about
Okay,
to talk to
so
someone.
for the labor hours for taxes, how did you get 10,000 again? I just want to go through that because I know you like uh dividing or like multiplying the other ones or whatever. So I just wanted to like know how you got that.
What number are you looking for?
10,000 for tax.
Oh, we haven't gotten the tax yet. But you,
No, I'm talking about the figure that you have there for the labor hours. Like, how did you? I just want to know how to calculate
Oh,
that.
it's the assumption. It's in the assumptions.
It's in
Just
the,
the
it's
labor
this right
hours
here.
assumptions.
Oh, so y'all don't have to figure it out. It was already given to you. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Because you see, Professor, sometimes you gotta let me know that because you be trying to like make me figure stuff out, and I'm over here trying to calculate it in my head. Like, okay, let me but
but you
okay.
got a good point, Doc, and since I won't put that line on the quiz. So yeah,
What?
Man, this is why I don't ask questions no more because you just be like doing stuff, and I feel like, dang,
I
like
had a
this is
question
sleep.
too, but I was gonna wait to maybe the second one.
That's exactly why I don't ask questions.
Dawkins brings up a good point in terms of how do we get 10,000? And it should be what? The labor productivity is what? 2 hours per book.
Oh,
And
we
I'm
do the labor
making,
productivity by the quantity.
so that's how we got that 10,000.
So you divided two by 20,000, or you, oh no, you multiplied 2 by 5,000.
Correct?
Okay, got it.
So when we were doing the advanced book, it was what? 1 book per hour. So we multiplied by what?
1 by 10,000. Oh, okay, yeah, because the per you supposed to multiply, and then the other ones you're supposed to divide.
I don't know. Maybe
If
my
it's
brain is
over,
not functioning at a high level today, but I'm still missing this.
if it's over 4,
Yeah.
you divide, and if it's under, you multiply.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
in this case, we're working on principles, right? And it say you made 10 books per hour.
Since it's
And
over 4 books per hour, you would divide the 10 by 20,000, or the 20,000 by 10. You get 2,000.
okay, so how do we get this manufacturing overhead number right here? Where does this number come from?
That's always given.
Where was it given? Was it already right here or something?
Yeah, see, assume total overhead 200,000.
Where is it?
It's in bold right over the
Oh,
manufactured.
it did
Yeah.
say that. Okay. Oh Lord. All right. I'm good now.
And Professor, not right now, but like after this, can we go over? Well, can you like show me how to do the activity rate again? Because I'm still like trying to figure that out. Because I
Oh,
feel like I
that's
listen to that.
sorry, that's just the overhead right here divided by whatever the labor hours.
It's kind of like,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and this is good. This is good because, like I say, that's why I've got Kayla doing it, because I could run through it and you would assume, okay, I have that. And so this is helpful for a lot of people in terms of, slowing it down a little bit, how we doing each item. So that's why we started back over, Jacob. So that 8 is sort of like the weighted, we talked about this last time, the weighted average inventory. If I got a total cost of 200,000, and if you look at those 2, 3, 10 and 10, 25,000 is the quantity of hours. So 200,000 in cost, 25,000 in hours. What is the average per hour? And that's how we got 8. So is that clear, Dawkins?
Yes, yes, sir. Thank you, and thanks, Kayla, for telling me.
No problem.
So
I still
what?
ain't had my coffee this morning, so I'm fuzzy. Like I'm
Okay,
all over
well,
the place. So
we got the 8. What we're going to do with the 8 now? So what's happening in part B, Hines? Stay with
wait.
me.
That uses the activity rate.
Go down a little bit. Come back down. So, go back, no, the other way. Other way. Stop, stop, stop. What do we do with the 8?
Oh, in part B, we use the 8 to find out the allocated overhead from the total 200,000. So you do the labor hours times 8, which is the activity rate, and you get 16,000.
Does everybody see that?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
We
Yep.
got that activity rate. So now we're saying how much of the overhead is going to go to each book. And at the end of the day, 200,000 should be across the 4 books. Yeah, that's
Okay, so the activity rate is gonna be the same for all of them?
yes.
Well,
What
okay,
if
that
the
makes
labor hours are
sense.
different?
That makes sense.
The labor hours are different. Principals had 2,000 labor hours. Intermediate had 3,000 labor hours. Advanced had 10,000 labor hours.
So it would
Past
be a
that,
different activity rate for those 3, right?
Well,
no,
no, because when we
The
made the
labor
activity
hours is the
rate, we
con
divided the total overhead by the total number like of all the activity rates combined. So that's how we got the 8.
Oh, okay. Heard.
okay, so go ahead, Kayla, at this point, and let's put in, so we can see this better. Let's go ahead and do lines 1, 2, and 3 for all the books. activity rate 8 across all the books.
And then this is going to equal
24,000.
this. Oh, I know the number, but I still like to use the formulas because, you know, that's just kind of my thing.
Which is what everybody should be doing. But when you have an exam, you got the formulas already laid out in your chart. Now total those up.
I'm just going to do it in this box over here on the side.
No, go back over to all the way to the left
Oh,
by the 3.
okay, my fault. Hey, don't do that. All right. This one right here, right? This box?
What's that number going to be? $200,000. Amazing. Amazing. So hopefully we're seeing that the purpose of what we've done is to allocate the $200,000 to each book. Is that clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So we had to come up with a way to get overhead to each book so that we could get a unit overhead cost for each book, so that we could get a total cost for each book, so that we could get a selling price for each book. Okay, so let's see if we can finish principles in this calculation. Did we get principles finished? Right,
Yeah.
we got finished. All right, time to go to intermediate. That's team 3.
All right. So which one are we doing right now?
You're calculating the unit overhead cost. So you're in that B box.
All right, that's 1.6. That's what I got.
How you got it?
Line 3 with 4.
What's on line
What's the quantity? Right here?
The quantity is 15,000.
And then I'm just dividing 3 by 4. So
So his unit overhead cost is 1.6. So let's go on down to intermediate now and get our total cost for intermediate and selling price.
That's 40, right? 2 at 20. And then we got for paper 2 at 10, that's 20. Our labor is 5 books per hour. So that's gonna have us, I believe, divide.
That's a good
Multiply.
Multiply.
Don't let them change your right answer. See that? You just be listening to people.
that's teamwork. People gonna disagree all the time. That's boy, it's okay. We're gonna work it out.
Let's go back to the assumptions. Are we on the intermediate multiplying or dividing?
I believe that we're dividing, but I'm not in team 3.
Yeah, I
So
believe that too, but I'm kind of unsure. So, and my teammate told me multiply, so I really don't know.
I would just say divide. Shoot.
You better tell your teammate you smarter than they are.
Oh my gosh.
When it's greater than 4, then you divide. If it's under 4, you multiply.
Thank you.
I messed that up. My butt.
okay, so
So anytime you can make more than 1 book in an hour, you divide. If it takes you more than an hour or more to make the books, you multiply. I need to put that. writing somewhere very big. Okay, so moving right along.
What was this? The selling price multiple?
Right, I think
3. It's 3. So you do 3 times the 62.1, right?
Yeah.
And I am gonna need more clarification on those formulas. So like, do you want to drop like, a formula sheet or something, or like, how does that work?
Wait, what do you mean?
The formulas you're using to like, speed up the process with adding and multiplying
Oh,
dollars.
it's just like basic Excel formulas. You just click on the cell and hit plus. So if we were, I could just show you again how I did it, but
Well, you don't have to now, but
it's okay.
Robert, in the class, we'll go through that. Two things. We'll go through it briefly, but then you go into YouTube and get an explanation of how to do formulas. Somewhere you just click on in a Google search how to write formulas in Excel. Then there's various people going to be happy to show you how to work those formulas. Because when you sign in, they'll get a hit for that, and if they get enough hits, they get paid. But we'll go through it. But then,
Yeah, honestly, like once you learn it once, it makes life like you still gotta know how to do it, but it makes it a lot faster because I'm not sitting here trying to calculate the sum of a whole bunch of stuff. Just
correct.
right.
So
Hey,
once,
Okay,
Caleb.
thank you for that.
once again, thank you, Jacob, for the suggestion, because I think that is helping us. But you can see now that there's still that need for the understanding. Before we can go to the formulas, people need to understand, are they multiplying or dividing to get their unit labor cost? So they need to know that first, then the formulas can work for us to help with the, totaling up. All right, time for advance.
Wait, Caleb, for labor, it's supposed to be 2, not 0.5.
is it?
Yeah.
That we're dividing.
Yeah, we're supposed to divide 10 divided by 5.
Oh, okay. Misfits.
Does that still add up?
Yeah, because I put the formulas in, so it
Okay.
just
Now
changed.
that's dope.
So what?
I said that's cool how it just fixed our mistake when we never mind.
So this is what we want you to do. And like say, as you go through, your careers and everything, you're going to be using this Excel, and you're going to see that this is just so simple. You basically do an equal and click on the boxes around the signs. Of course, to get your totals, can you auto sum?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just talking about, do
Oh.
you know how to auto sum? Show them how to auto sum.
What
Okay,
am
we
I
know how
adding
to
up
do it.
right now?
But we do it on the advanced book.
Okay. Actually, hold on. Auto sum. I don't think I've used that one recently. Still.
You would have used it for the total unit cost. So when you get to the unit cost, you show how to auto sum.
No, when I say I haven't used like I haven't auto sum, I haven't done it like myself recently. I'm just trying to remember how to do it.
Just select whatever you're gonna like the cells, and then you can right click, and it should have an option.
Now just
It's okay.
okay.
We'll work on this later.
Take the 63.6 out for a second. The 63.6, take that out. Just clear the space.
I just did.
That's okay. We'll wait. Leave it. Just leave it. Let's do it again, and then we'll auto sum. Just leave it.
All right.
So let's
I
go up
think
to
he was talking about the one from the intermediate.
yeah, but
Oh,
that's
this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my
So
fault.
you
I'm
would
like,
go, you would clear that, and then you would highlight the 40, the 20, the 2, and the 1.6.
in that
I think,
box.
yeah, and the box below too.
Go down the box below.
So highlight all that, and then right click.
Did I throw some up there in your corner, right? Look in the right top.
Yeah, there's also one in the right top that says auto sum. So you can also click right there and it pops up.
I just learned something new because I don't really ever do that, but that's cool to know too. So,
well, that's how
Yeah.
I do it. That's the lazy way to do it. Just
Same. I'm
highlight,
lazy too.
Nah, the real lazy way to do it is you just select it instead of
highlight
doing
the
all that
row,
clicking.
and it sums it.
yeah. I'll be manually typing farmers in and stuff, but that's cool too. I can get a
That's
little faster with that.
all right. Advance. Let's go. That is team 2. Team 2 once. Team 2 twice. Well, I guess let me put that grade down to 0, I guess. Today. I don't have any X's bounds, so I guess they're not here. Well, y'all better go ahead and do it because they're going to affect y'all grade today. Y'all got to get the whole problem right.
All right. So, I'm gonna let you finish.
All right, go ahead.
So
Mute yourself. Put it in the chat. Mute yourself. Put what you got to say in the chat. Thank you. Dawkins, you check the chat for us, please, ma'am.
Okay.
And then look like that ink is 60 and the paper is 20. And the labor, they got 1 book per hour, $10 an hour, so that's 10. And the overhead we figured out was 8. And hold up, I'm about to get fancy now. We're gonna use the octo sum.
Yes, I told son.
wait, don't select. Oh yeah, you got it.
And the selling price multiple for this one is 3. So, and yep. All right.
What's your predetermined overhead rate?
Oh, isn't it the same? The 8?
Yeah. Just check and make sure.
My fault.
All right. Advance, where you all at? Team 4?
Team 4. We didn't have one. Sorry.
Nah, I'm looking at the wrong one. That's team 2.
Wait, did team 2 have advance or attack? Wait, you confuse me now. Because you didn't call my team out and we didn't even have nothing. So
I was looking at the wrong one. Wait a minute. Yeah, team 2 had advance. And team 3 had intermediate. And then for the tax book, that's team 7. So we ready, team 7?
hey, Professor Boyd, real quick for team 7, get on. Team 3, they were trying, but they had a bit of an audio issue, which what you heard, like they were actually trying. So I mean, it really I'm pretty sure they got the points. I think they should like, somebody should get the
Did they
credit.
put it in the chat? Did
Was
they put
it team 3 or team
That
2?
was team 3. That was
Team,
the other.
team, that was team
It
two.
was that
Team
whatever
was at
team was supposed to do advanced, they was having,
Then they need to put it in the chat, and doctors will let us know.
Okay.
Did they get it in the chat, doctors?
Not yet. Actually, I think who had the audio problems, I think they were in team 9. They were trying to, work it out. So, yeah, they should still get points because he was trying to help since team 2 didn't, come through. So yeah, definitely add some points for team 9 because they was trying.
They got something to do later on, but what's happening today, that's one grade for the whole class. But if you're not here, you get a 0. So that's one grade for all y'all today. Except if you didn't do anything, you get a 0. Got it? Okay.
Yes.
Advance. That's team 2. Are they here? I think I called on them before. I'm at tax. We're on tax now, excuse me. That's team 7.
Team 7.
Yeah.
All right, who's speaking?
Team 7, Ty.
Okay, Ty, go ahead.
I believe the quantity we had was 10,000. I'm not sure. And
I'm sorry.
the
I was distracted. Okay, so what was the quantity? 5,000.
quantity of 5,000
Okay.
divided the 80 by 5,000. I mean, yeah, 80,000 by 5,000. 16. Now I believe the ink was 4 at 20, so that's 80. And I believe the paper was 30 at 10.
30 at I'm sorry, what? 30 at 10?
I believe so. Let me see.
No, it was
3 at 10. 3 at 10.
Oh,
So it was 30. I'm tripping.
it's 3 at 10. You straight.
And then the labor. Let me see.
Oh, labor.
Let me see. I'm sorry.
so the labor was 2 hours per
2.
book.
So we multiply.
Thank you.
2 hours per book. Yeah.
Yeah, so we multiply that. And the overhead is.
Figure it out up here. It's this one.
Oh, okay, bet. 16. Let me just add all that. Let me see. What was the selling price? Multiple 4. Okay, that's cool.
These textbooks expensive.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, wrong box. My fault.
And if you think about your books, from freshman to sophomore year, they kind of increase in price, correct? But your quantities are going down. So it becomes a little more specialized and more expensive to make. The fewer you make, the more expensive it is. Okay, so where are we now?
I think we figured out all the
So
assumptions and stuff.
we're ready
So
to
we
make
got
some journal entries and post to the ledger. So where's that team 9 at? Doesn't Team 9 have those? Go on to the journal. So let's stop here for a second. See, this information shows us the quantities that go in the journal entry, except for actual overhead, where we got a dollar amount. Everything else is quantities, which we utilize and calculate in making the journal entries. So let's see if we can go to the journal entries. So moving on down. Move on down, Kayla. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah, keep going down. So cost of goods sold, cost of goods manufacturing, cost of goods sold are the statements that we're moving to get. So now we need the journal entries.
Oh wait, okay. So I'm understanding now because I'm just not looking at this. This is like what we're supposed to make. Like these are you telling us what journal entries to make, and then down here we actually making the journal entries.
Making the journal entries. So you see company. So assigned to the company was Team 9. So Team 9, you all are buying the ink and the paper.
Okay, so you multiply 110,000 by 20. So you debit ink for 2,200,000.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. Wait, where we at on principles or company? Company. Sorry.
Yes. So it'd be 2,200,000.
2,200,000. I think that's enough zeros.
So you kind of seeing journal entries kind of stay the same.
Okay.
And then for paper, it'll be 900,000. And the MOH would be 210,000.
200 what?
10,000.
So those are the actual overhead costs we have. All right, let's get those posted to the ledger. So go to your T accounts.
What does it say? The ink, paper. Okay.
Or you just go there and they'll tell you.
So it's 2,200,000. Then 900,000 for paper.
Oh, debit, right?
Yes, debit. Then the MOH debit at 210,000.
And you see all this work I was doing?
Wait, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm gonna just wait till like the end because I really don't want to like cut in the middle and like start asking questions and all that because I was trying to I kind of got lost in the sauce with these journal entries.
Okay, so no, we don't want to wait to the end because the end won't come until 1 o'clock today. So.
Oh, 1 o'clock. Oh, okay.
So what's your question? We got plenty of time.
I just wanted to go over the first couple of journal entries, like the figures form.
When I make my 4 books, I buy all the ink and paper for all the books at one time. Okay, I don't buy some paper, some for one and some for the other. So my company buys all the ink and all the paper it thinks it's gonna need to make the 4 books. And those journals are company books.
So I think since we're doing like all the ink and see, it's 110,000. I'm trying to figure. I didn't really get it either, low key. But I wasn't thinking much about it until you just said something. Like I was gonna catch on sooner or later. But
Yeah, because sometimes I'll be trying to wait to see if I like understand, later, because like the figures will pop up. But I was
The
just kind of like,
explanation will
I had to
eventually
ask.
come. Like I wasn't.
Yeah.
Do you see now?
Okay, so what did you multiply 110,000 by to get
20.
2.2 million? 20?
Yeah, but
Tell them how you did it, why you did 20.
Kia? Wait, who was that talking?
Was that Emerald? Where'd she go?
I think something
Oh,
may
it's
have.
her.
I think she's left. She'll be back.
Did she do 20 because it's like the ink? Because like 110,000 multiplied by the ink, or like?
my bad. I accidentally left.
I was
What
like,
was
what
the
you know?
question?
Oh.
What was the question?
Okay, where did you multiplied the 110,000 by 20? Where'd you get the
Yeah,
20 from?
because that's the cost of the ink.
Okay,
Dang,
see, it's
okay,
not,
okay.
And then the
And
cost
if
of,
she did 90,000 by the paper, which is 10,
yeah,
right?
yes,
Okay.
Wait,
All
but
right,
I guess the
okay.
question that I'm having right now is that the ink and paper are different costs
right.
on
So
Right.
every phase. So why'd you
go
just
back to
choose
the
principal?
assumptions. Go all the way up to the top to the assumptions. How much is that ink costing you?
20. No, I understand where the 20 came from, but I'm like, why use principal? Like, if this is a whole company situation, right? Why are
I'm
we just using the?
gonna buy enough paper at 20 for all the books, and I'm gonna buy enough ink at 20 for all 4 books, and I'm gonna buy enough paper at 10 for all the books.
Oh, so what you're saying is the $20 was the same. Okay, I guess I get that.
I'm paying $20 for ink cartridge, $10 for a ream of paper. I'm gonna determine how many books I'm gonna make, and then I'm gonna buy some extra, so I don't run out of my raw materials. And I buy it one time. I don't make folk do it 4 times, be paying shipping 4 times. So I'm gonna estimate all the ink and paper I need and buy it one time, so I can make my full books.
Okay, I get that.
Got it now?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay. And right, stop for a second. You see that actual overhead? That's
Wait,
yes.
your third entry.
I'm sorry.
So
Then
for that
eventually,
one,
she's gonna make the entry for over applied underhead, right?
hmm
Ain't that on like stage 3 though, or 4?
I just said eventually.
Oh, okay.
She
Yeah,
got
pretty
to
high
make
up.
that journal entry for me at the appropriate time. Now, post these journal entries in the ledger.
Oh, we already did that. I made an accounts payable because you kind of forgot to make one. That's okay.
You're trying to balance. Okay. So that's why I put room in it. So you got that. You got the overhead in?
Yeah,
Go
it's down here.
overhead. Okay. Let's move now to principles. And these journal entries are going to be the same for each book. We're going to transfer in the ink. We're going to transfer in the paper. We're going to pay the workers. And we're going to allocate the overhead. So go ahead, T1. And the other team
All
get
right.
ready.
So we're going straight to the transfer, which is 400,000 for ink, and then 200,000 for paper.
Tell them how you got it.
Um, so
I'll scroll back up in a second.
oh, so it says 20,000 units for paper. I mean for ink at $20. So 20,000 times 20 is 400,000, and then 20,000 units of paper at $10, which is 200,000. And so then we have work in progress for labor for 22,000 because we have 2,200 actual labor hours and it's $10 per hour. So 2,200 times 10 is 22,000.
Just 22,000. Okay.
Yeah. So then our applied manufactured overhead is going to be the same 2,200 from actual labor hours times the POR or activity rate, which is 8 for 17,600.
So let's get those posted.
We have principles, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have to go back and look at this. Okay. Yeah. We're definitely in principles.
Hey, Kayla, are you supposed to put 210,000 in accounts payable?
Oh no, it's supposed to be in cash. You're right. I'm gonna go back and change that. Good catch.
Say that again.
I put the 210,000 for the account in accounts payable, and it's supposed to be in the cash account.
Okay.
And for that figure with the 17,000, you said you multiplied what by the activity rate?
So the actual labor hours, which is the 2,200 for principals, times 8, which is the activity labor rate, or the activity rate.
Okay, got you. Thank you.
We have a cash account? No, we don't. Boy, real quick while I fix that.
Yeah.
It's okay,
If
principal.
I told you to put these accounts in, you'd be complaining.
I'm not complaining. I like fixing your mistakes. Raw materials, ink. Raw material. Okay, this one right here.
You put your credits in?
I'm doing that right now. Raw material paper. And hold on, this last one, working part manufacturing. Okay, yeah, because we're doing it for separate principles. Okay, that makes sense. All right, I think we're good.
Let's go back to that T account.
Hmm?
Let's go back to the T account for work in process. Move down. How many books were we supposed to make?
We were supposed to make 20,000 and we only made 18,000. So
Put the
that's,
20 and 18 up there somewhere, Kayla.
I'm pretty sure that's like 90%.
I'm not understanding what you're asking me to do right now.
Put 20,000 in the row above. Right? Go above the debit and above work in process. Get right there, put 20,000. That tells us how many books we're supposed to make.
You can
Okay.
click merge and center if you just wanted to stay in the center, or just click
Oh
menu.
no, I mean it ain't that big of a deal right now.
Okay.
Then
And
put
then on the other side, we're gonna
18,000
put 18,000.
in C, because that's how many we actually made.
So 18,000, yeah. 18,000 is 90% of 20,000. So everything on the left, you're gonna do 90% of, and for the,
Are we doing the general interest for finished goods now?
Not yet. We're going to calculate it in this T account first.
Oh, okay.
so I mean, you could literally just put, that
Yeah, I got
sales
you, fam.
times, not, yeah, all right. And you can copy the formula to the rest of them.
No, because we're doing 100% on the paper and on the labor and overhead.
Well, oh, sorry, that's my dumb.
Yeah.
So in this chapter with these problems, see, the workers, they didn't make the books, okay? Some other workers got to be paid to make those other books. So that cost is gone. Got it? They didn't make enough books, but they took their money. So what's happening? The ink cartridges.
Well, about
was
that, well, because
there.
I remember last class I asked you about that, and because you didn't specify like in the
I think we specified. We said
when
that. We're always saying the assumptions that a portion of the ink and paper, because that ink and paper, that raw materials will be there. Then we said all of the labor and all of the overhead transfers out.
well, no,
So
because I asked you last class because I asked you if you wanted us to assume that it was all the labor and overhead, and you said no, it's just going to be 90%.
well, I probably misunderstood what you were saying.
Oh, okay.
So let's add up the debits and credits in this account. What are the total debits? But we'll prorate next
It's gonna
chapter for you.
okay.
What is over?
Good Auto Summit.
Oh, I could have did that, huh? I'm so used to. Dang, Professor Boyd, we make it. Auto song. I'm gonna be saying it just like you forever. Oh, auto song.
Now let's put a formula in there to get the balance in the account.
All right, I'll put it down here at the bottom because.
Okay.
There we go. That's the balance right here.
Any question by anybody? Okay, let's do intermediate.
Wait, so we gonna come back to the transfer and the finished goods and stuff?
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, go ahead and transfer. Make that entry.
So that entry is 500,079,600.
You said a lot of numbers found. Can you,
Oh,
wait a minute.
it's 579,600.
Oh, okay.
Go post it.
Didn't we already?
You
Oh, we
already?
didn't.
Oh no, we
Finished
didn't.
goods.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find that one. Okay, got it.
Right beneath it.
So how did you get 579? Because it's like 90%. You said it's 90%.
Yeah, it's 90% of the transferred materials and then 100% of manufactured overhead and labor.
Okay.
So do you want to do the sale too and the cost of goods sold, or?
Say on cost good so.
Okay, so
So
15,000 units at 63.60, which is going to be 954,000.
Kayla,
yes.
well, go ahead and post it. But in the column for stages, when you do journal entry,
Mm-hmm.
show the numbers he used in the stage column. No, in the journal entries, in terms of calculations.
So I'm over. Okay. Show the numbers that he used.
Yeah.
So
15,000 times 63.60.
15,000 times 63.60.
Go up that and do that for each journal entry. We only do it on this one, so people will have this as a guide. So put the same thing in for for those two. Go ahead and put it in for those buying the ink and buying the paper. For people when they refer
What
back.
happened? It was 110,000. 100. Wait, what was that number? Yeah, 110,000 times 20. And then this one, it's a lot to remember you want me to do. 90. Okay. I forgot already.
That's why I said, well, it might be a good idea to put these in. 10. 9,000 times 10.
What? Wait, say it one more time.
90,000 times 10.
No, you put
No.
20
Go
instead of
back
10.
where you were. Got 90,000 times 20. Make it 90,000 times 10.
I'm sorry, I'm drunk. Like, you didn't confuse. Wait a minute. Because something
90,000
ain't adding up.
times 10.
90,000 times 10.
Yeah, that's what the paper cost us.
Okay.
So we're just putting these in there. Don't worry about that one. Skip that one. Now let's go down to the transfer of the ink.
So that one's going to be 20,000 times 20. Then you have 20,000 times 10. Then we have 2,200 times 10. And then 2,200 times 8, which is the activity rate. So for this, do you want to do like, I don't know, like the
We're not
materials
there yet, so we'll
time?
pass
Okay.
that. Now we need to go to that cost, to that finished goods account, make the calculation.
Are we supposed to find the actual unit cost?
Right, we're going
Yeah,
to
I
the
was just about to
goods
get to
account
that.
to do that.
All right.
So
you would well, what I did was I did the stage 3, so our number was 579,600, and then I'll divide it by how many books we completed, which was 18,000. So let me see. I got 32 point, yeah, I got that. So that's our actual unit cost. And then to find the cost of goods sold, we would do the sales and then we times it by the actual unit cost. So it would be 15,000 times 32.2. I got 483,000. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and post those.
I think that's it. Yep.
Now for the finished goods account, in the line above finished goods principles, put it in quantity. Wasn't that 18,000?
We finished 18, but we only sold 15.
So put the 15 on the other side. And so how do we get that actual unit cost number?
We divide this number by 18,000.
Correct. Does everyone see that?
Yes.
Yes.
So now we need to do the same thing for the other 3 books. Did we post our overhead,
Um,
the manufacturing overhead account?
I don't think we did yet. Haven't made that far.
So what I'm saying is you need to be posting cost of goods sold and manufacturing overhead.
Isn't that like another stage with information that we ain't made it that wait. Yeah, we ain't even make it that far yet.
No, go to T account for a second. Okay, so where's the manufacturing overhead T account?
Right here?
Yeah. Okay, you got the credit in there for 17.6. Okay. We're where we need to be. So you can see that now we only have one cost of goods sold account and one sales account. We're just putting those items in. Okay, we ready for
So, Mr. Boyd, so for manufacturing overhead, so we underapplied, right?
no, we haven't gotten that far yet. We got to put that information in for all 4 books.
Okay.
And then Team 9 will tell us whether we over or under applied after y'all do y'all work.
Okay. So it's back to these journal entries. So who got intermediate?
Team 3.
Well, let's move on to we'll move on
Journal
to
entry.
advance. And Cameron, you can be doing intermediate and give us the numbers back. So Cameron, you go ahead and calculate intermediate for us.
All right. So,
Now just go ahead, take your time and calculate it, and we're gonna come back to you because we just want you to give us the numbers.
I was about to ask that. Okay.
Advance, give us the numbers. Well, they aren't responding. Dawkins, so Dawkins, you make those calculations for advance and give us the numbers. All right, tax, you all up.
I can do this one like on the fly real quick.
All right, go ahead.
So we can like move this along.
Good day, Shiz.
Let's see. So 20. What you have up here? For the tax, you had 20,000, 15, and 9. So 20,000 plus 20. Okay, we got 15 for paper. So 15,000 times 15,000 times 20. and then 9,000 for the labor, and it's $10 an hour, right? Let me make sure I'm right. The actual labor hours, 10 an hour, so 9,090. And then we have 9,000 labor hours times the 8 POR, which is 72,000. 9,000 times 8, yeah, 72,000. We should probably post these. Labor's pay in cash. Manufacturing overhead. Go back up. We only completed 4,000. So 4,000 over 20,000. Yes. That's 0.2. So we're gonna go to the T accounts and whatever you see.
Oh, how many tax books did you make?
4,000.
How many were you supposed to make?
Oh, it's 20.
Supposed to make 10,000. No, 5,000. Sorry.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Put the 5,000 just like you got the 2 and the. But the
It's
20.
It's 0.8. I know that number. I just, yep. And I'm using all of that. So and all this. So finished goods.
Kayla's learning to auto sum.
Right? Highlight of my day. Auto sum.
And put your balance in.
So 722,000. On back down here. We make this journal entry for finished goods. And I already made that one. So cash. We sold how many? 3,000. And so 3,000 at $584. So $1,752,000. So we have 720 divided by the 4,000 that we actually made. 180.5 times the 3,000 that we sold. Only 300. Yeah. 41. Okay.
Ready, Cameron?
Yep. Okay, so for I'm doing advanced, correct? For advanced, the transfer ink is 600,000.
Wait, I thought you was doing intermediate and Asada was doing advanced.
I can do that. I can do that too. Or instead, actually, yeah, the transfer ink for that one's the same, 600,000.
Wait, so which one are you doing?
I'll do intermediate.
Why don't we just ask Asada which one she's doing? Before we
And
actually
honestly, if
jump
you
in.
really want to leave it up to me, I don't want to do none of them. But I'm gonna go ahead and just say I'm gonna just go ahead and just do advanced. I guess we gonna try to do advanced.
Which one were you already doing?
I thought he
I
assigned you
thought
one
he,
to be working on
yeah,
right now.
yeah. I thought he
I'm
assigned
gonna,
me to do advanced.
Yeah, I did. So I expect you to have
See,
it done. You're just gonna.
I'm over here trying to calculate stuff. You over here putting me under pressure now. Don't do that.
for the transfer paper, it's gonna be 300,000.
Jacob, you better back up on advance.
Me? You want me to?
Back her up on advance.
Okay.
Then for the labor, the recorded labor is gonna be 28,000 for work in process, and then cash is gonna have 20,000, 28,000. Then for applied overhead, it's gonna be 22,400. Then for the transfer final finished goods, gonna be 770,000 and 400.
Wait, 707,400.
Yeah,
Like that?
yeah. Then the sales gonna be 1,908,000.
908.
Then for the cost of the goods, it's gonna be 698,000, then 333.
Um, Asada, you really, or can I post this to the ledger first and then come back to you?
You could go ahead and just post that real quick because I'm still doing my
Okay.
thing over here.
All right. All right. Where- That's good. Maybe. Um, okay.
Okay, so for the first one I did for the ink, I did the original cost. I think was like 10,000 times 60, which is 600,000.
How many books were you supposed to be making?
10,000, I think.
That looks okay, Hines?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, and then for paper, I did 20,000 by 10. No, 20 by 10,000, which is 200,000.
Hmm.
Okay, and that's all I got right now because I'm still calculating.
Okay, so for labor, we have 11,000 actual hours times $10 per hour, so it's 110,000. For applied overhead, or for the manufactured overhead, we have 11,000 times 8, the activity rate, which is 88,000. Then for transferred goods, it's 80% of the materials and 100% of the labor and manufactured overhead, which gives you 838,000. And then we have a sale of 5,000 books at $294. Wait, yeah. A sale of at 294, which is 1,470,000. I mean, that's as far as I got.
I just realized I was looking at the wrong thing. So I'm okay. So you got the actual labor hours from the stage 2 part, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you have the materials, right? I was a little confused at how you got them. And I wanted to ask, but they were right, so I didn't say anything.
Oh yeah, no. I looked at the thing above it. It's like it listed right there the 60 and then the $20, and then I looked
Oh,
at the
yeah.
original chart at the very, very top, and then I did it like that.
Yeah, they were
You know,
right. So I was
I'm
like,
just
okay.
oh, okay. All right, excited. All right.
yeah. See,
Um,
I'm
No,
trying to progress over here. You're progressing, okay?
I think the only one y'all missing is the cost of goods
yeah,
sold.
I didn't get to it. Yeah, I was about to do
go
it.
ahead and get to go ahead and do the other postings, Kayla.
Okay.
Okay.
So post everything while they get that number to us. So Team 9, you should be getting your
Are y'all sure that was
501k
200,000?
cost in there for your calculation.
You said sure what was what?
The transfer of paper was 200,000?
Yeah.
Okay. I just skimmed by it. I didn't really look at it too in depth, like I'm.
Yeah, I think it's because I did like 20 by 10,000.
Yeah, okay.
So that's how I got 100,000.
Yeah, I got that same answer.
Um, put it in manufacturing overhead. Got the cost yet? The cost of goods sold yet?
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure if it's right, but whatever. So you're supposed to do 5,000 divided by 838,000, right? Which would give you
Oh,
523,750, if that's what I was supposed to do.
What
you're
did you
I
supposed to
got the
find the actual cost first and then
Right.
use the actual cost by how many
Oh
you
yeah,
actually
that's what I
sold.
yeah. Sorry, that's what I did. The actual cost was 104.75, and then 104.75 times 5,000 was 523,750.
how many did you sell?
5,000, right? Yeah, yeah. So 8,000 divided or 838,000 divided by 8,000
Okay.
Gives you 104.75, and then 104.75 times 5,000, which is the amount that you sold, is 523,750.
Okay. Where is that?
Did you?
And then,
Team, got a journal entry for us? So what journal entry should they have for us?
Plus cost of goods sold debit at 10,000. Manufacturing overhead credit at 10,000.
So let's get that posted.
okay.
Taylor,
Mm-hmm.
on the cost of goods sold T account,
Mm-hmm.
move the 10,000 down the line.
I move it all the way down here just for you.
And do me an auto sum on those first four.
There you go.
Then put my final auto sum in.
And then do what now?
Then put the 10,000 in for the final number in the account.
Okay.
So final auto sum, or however you want to do it.
There you go.
So now you have there, Cameron, your unadjusted and adjusted cost of goods sold. All right, let's get ready to put these in. We ready to make them? Okay, so
Well, do we have time for this? It's a lot.
yeah, we got 15 minutes. If you can pull those things in easily. So on the raw materials, we're only going to be on the right side. That's a company thing. So what were our purchases? What were our total purchases of both raw materials?
3,100,000.
So put 3,100,000 as the purchase, all the way in the right on the total. And what was our ending inventories for both inventories, Macon?
2,500,000.
No, ending inventory.
For which one?
Both of them, ink and paper. Go to T accounts right. Kayla, go to T accounts right quick. So we had left in paper how much in ink? We didn't do the
Well, how is that possible that we ended up using more than we?
I don't know, somebody must have used too much money here. We'll just go with it for now. So for the ink, so we had 200,000 for the ink, right?
2 million, yeah.
I mean, so we had 200,000 left. Wait a minute, hold it.
Oh,
So
yeah, 200,000, yeah.
I think it's for tax. I think it's supposed to be 150,000, not 200,000.
That still bring us over.
Yeah, you're right. But that's only one.
Well, let's just leave it as is now. So how much are we over 100? And how much did
Yeah.
we have to pay for we were up 200? So
Mm-hmm.
just put 100,000 in the box. I'll see how it works out.
For the raw material and ending inventory,
Right.
100.
Correct. So how much did we use then for raw materials?
It's 3 million. Oh,
Then we,
got it. Yep.
and so now we're going to spread that across each book.
Okay.
Go,
So
go
Do
to
you
the
want to do it
principal
evenly, or do
book.
you want the actual numbers?
What's in the two? Go to the principal book right quick. Okay. Can you copy those first 4 items, 400,000 to 17,600? Copy those first 4.
like right here on this
Yeah.
one.
400 to 17,600, copy them. And go back over that to that account and paste them.
Right here.
Yeah.
But that was raw material, right?
Correct.
Okay. So here's the thing, Professor Boyd.
What?
I actually have a meeting with my advisor at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
So, yeah.
We will pick up on this next time then. So making you know that these are yours.
Okay.
So I'll expect you to have the camera on Tuesday at the beginning of class. We do need to go back and see why we are over on those raw materials. So, we did those kind of quickly. Let's go back and check and get that correct for each book. And then making you be ready to handle the cost of goods manufactured.
All right.
But check the
Yeah, I don't know if anybody else want to do it, but I'm definitely gonna go back and see what we went wrong, because I don't feel like, yeah, I'll go back and look.
think that the problem is going to be with the paper. 400, 200, 400, 600, 300, 600. Just check that paper, see if if there's an error there in terms of the usage. Now, of course, if you correct that, might have to have a whole lot of other things to correct.
Okay.
In terms of your cost of goods sold and on and on and on, but that's the way it goes. So once you get that done, you and Macon get together and get that clear in terms of what it should be. Hans, you work with them too, so that we can have the right amounts in each of those accounts. Then we can then get the cost of goods manufactured done. So we will do that at the beginning of class on Tuesday. So we'll be probably running to 1 o'clock for the rest of the semester.
Okay.
Any questions?
I don't have a question about today, but last class you said we were supposed to have stuff done for our group project already. What were we supposed to have started?
You're supposed to have all your raw materials and made your product. So you know what those unit costs that we have there now, like we have on that book, you should be knowing what your raw materials and labor is.
Okay.
The actual template is in what is this? It's in course content. There's a template of what we do in stage 2. It begins with selling price and your unit cost for raw materials and labor. So you just need to get that there. And then when we get on cost volume profit relationship, we'll be able to finish the rest of that. But the key part is you got to know how much it costs to make your product for raw materials and labor. You don't have to worry about the overhead, but for raw materials and labor, the only way you're going to know how to do that is if you have bought that material and made the product. That it doesn't take you an hour to make your product or 15 minutes to make it.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Anything immediately due on Tuesday? Like, obviously, we're gonna go back over this one and do the corrections, but is there anything that we need to be doing for Tuesday?
You should begin working on your study problem. I will delay it, but we're about finished here now, so we're gonna look at this quickly, and then we'll be going on the process costing.
So we have a study problem based on activity-based costing, and we need to be working on it. Okay.
That's been assigned to you, so you should be able to pretty much knock it out. So
And you assigned them in course content, right?
It's in course content. So in course content, is this spreadsheet, and it's showing you your study problem that's due for this chapter, and I'll probably delay it. Okay. But then it's showing you also for the process costing in class problem, we will start that next time. So you all need to read process costing, and we
make
will
sure you
work
put an X by my name too.
So what?
So make sure you put an X by my name too. I feel like I'm left out, and I don't like that.
Yeah, that means you absent.
Right. He over here trying to sabotage.
Okay, so that's the this X is the people who are here today. If I made a mistake, let me know. That's it. So okay, so therefore these teams, so you all need to be reading. We'll work on this in class. We'll work together in class on this. Now, for these A teams for next time, you all are going to be using 2 factors, not 1. So you are going to have to make that leap to 2 factors. Got that, Dawkins?
Why to, like,
You know, you would throw some extra stuff in there when you know I ain't got time to fuss. We'll talk about this
right?
tomorrow,
That's
Professor Boyd.
so backed up right now.
So maybe y'all not I said the A teams.
All right. I'll see you on Tuesday, Professor Boyd.
All right. Okay.
Right. See you later.
All right. So A teams, Cameron.
Yo.
You heard that, Cameron. You heard that. 18.
Tyler, you heard that?
Yep, I got you.
Okay.
I did have a question though, Professor Boyd. In the book, this is chapter 10 or 11.
Process. Wait a minute. We're on chapter 11.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so that's what our study problem's going to be.
Correct. In chapter 11, that's where they are. So you should be working on those.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll see you next class.
Handle 2 factors. Good. Y'all said y'all ain't students, right? And then the last time we can do anything.
What?
Okay, I'll see.
I can do anything.
Yes, I have been.
Okay, so we're moving through. Like I said, that week and this Thursday is kind of slowing us down, but we're just, so you just know, we're just meeting at 1 o'clock every day for the rest of the semester. All right, we'll talk to you all later. Y'all have a good week.
Bye. Have a nice weekend.